We are live.
And we're back for week 2 of the Big Dog Gambling Show. Only one of us here had a successful week 1, and it is the guy with the dog. Obviously the Big Dog Gambling Show.
He's not
Um,
book today.
yeah. So let's go over the numbers real quick, and then we'll get into week 2. I'll start it off. It was a bad week. It was a bloodbath on this show and in real life. Just not good. Helder, I was with you Sunday. We were talking. It didn't go well for either of us. I personally on this show lost a total of exactly 7 units when you include our lock of the week parlay, which is worth half a unit. The only bet I hit for the week on the show was the San Fran money line and the over in the Miami Dolphins game, which 1 unit paid out to 220. So 220 if you bet 100. That is the one thing that kind of saved me from having an absolutely even worse week than what I had. But yeah, so other than that, everything else, my lock of the week, the Giants. I mean, boxing and dad. I blame you. I blame for knowing you for that loss. The Bills. How do you lose to Zach Wilson after Aaron Rodgers gets hurt?
Brutal.
Like, come on, what are we doing? Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong on my end. Shane, I'll let you go next to recap your week really quick.
Dude, I don't even know what went wrong. Just a bad first week in general. But it happens. It happens. So this
and
week
we're not quitters. We're not quitters.
week we bounce back. This is a week we just clear our minds of all the bullshit from last week and we keep on trucking.
I love that. VD.
So after starting 0-4 on Thursday, Chiefs losing, missing my lock, I was pretty down in the dumps. Ended up going 4-5 as my record, but I'm up 8.19 units. I hit let me see the parlay I hit. I'll pull it up here. I hit a nice 3-team dog parlay. Cleveland easy, Green Bay easy, Dolphins had to sweat it out. That was plus 893.
That's a big one.
That was a big one. McCaffrey plus 100 to score. That was free. Hit a whale play, so a 5-unit play. Jags first half minus 3.5 by the skin of my teeth at plus 100, and then I ended up somehow squeezing out Jags minus 9.5 plus 176, which was great. Got killed by the Giants too. Pathetic. Mahomes let me down. Basically, Kadarius Toney cost me one of the best gambling weeks of my life, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I did say last week, if you do well week 1, it means you automatically get killed week 2. So I got my seatbelt on this week. I also missed Gus Edwards anytime score plus 270. They gave it to the third string running back twice.
I don't understand. See, that's
5.
what I it was unbelievable to watch that, by the way. It was unbelievable to watch that.
Oh,
Like, it's like these coaches, fantasy wise, it was crazy. Tyler Algier stealing touchdowns from Bijan Robinson after Bijan Robinson's going like top 8 in every league. It's these guys just love to fuck with us, is what I'm starting to see. But all right, let's get into week 2. I will kick it off with the first 3 plays of week 2. I'm going to start it off, what I thought I was going to do last week with a nice, easy money line winner parlay, but the Minnesota Vikings decided to lose at home to the fucking Baker Mayfield Buccaneers, even though they outgained them by 200 yards. Like, make that make sense. Make that make sense, Kirk Cousins. But anyway, I'm not bitter. I'm going to do a Detroit, Buffalo, Cincy money line parlay. 1 unit will get back 1.8 units. So get you back almost 200, almost double your money. Buffalo, I don't see them going 0-2 at home. Cincy, I don't see going 0-2 at home. And Detroit gets a Seattle team reeling off a loss, and I think Detroit is solid this year. So I don't see them losing at home either. So 3 money line home winners. I have a Thursday night play for us tomorrow. This is Wednesday, so we're going to be recording this Wednesday night. So I have a play for tomorrow night. I have DeAndre Swift, anytime touchdown, parlayed with an Eagles money line win. Will also double up your money. 1 unit wins you 2 units. So if you bet 100, you get 200. If you haven't heard the news, Kenneth Gainwell is not playing tomorrow night. So Swift should see most, if not all, of the touches ahead of Rashad Penny, who was not dressed last week. So I think, if anything, Boston Scott might steal some of those plays if you're out there. But DeAndre should be able to have get in the end zone for us there. And then I have Tennessee +3 at home as it's I don't see them going 0-2 again. They're getting points at home. I love home underdogs. So feed me Tennessee minus 115 to win 100. Tennessee +3 at home against the Chargers.
I don't hate that.
All right.
VD or Chain, whoever.
Chain, you go. Chain, you go.
So I too have a couple plays from tomorrow, but for my first three, my first pick, I'm gonna do T.J. Hawkinson anytime touchdown. The Pats, they gave up a touchdown last week the Philly gave up a touchdown last week to the Patriots to Hunter Henry. He should have had 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
So I think I think Minnesota will feed T.J. Hawkinson. He's a big part of their scheme. So he's plus 210 to get a touchdown. So I really like that.
Like that.
Sticking with tomorrow's plays, I have a tease, a 2-team teaser. I'm teasing Philadelphia down to 0.5 point, and I'm teasing the Baltimore Ravens up to plus 9.5. That is minus 134 odds, and then I have a 3-team money line parlay that's plus 121. It's Philadelphia money line, Buffalo money line, San Francisco money line.
And what's the odds on that?
That's plus 121.
Want to get you a little bit into the plus. Okay, I like that.
I'm
right,
straight shooters, just easy little winners, just to build, chisel away, Get back.
We can only pray.
Yeah. Right.
VD.
All right. I mean, I have DeAndre Swift and Hawkinson on my fantasy team, and you guys both picked them to score. So that's got me feeling good. All right. I had all my success last week just taking dogs. I think it's early in the season. Anything could still happen. So I'm just going to swing for the fences at some money line dogs and see what sticks. So I got Houston money line. It's basically a pick 'em plus 106 against the Colts. I think a defensive coach can figure out a rookie running quarterback. I'm just going to bet on that. I thought Houston didn't look as bad as that game made it seem.
Held their own against Baltimore, 100%.
And I think the Colts looked better than they actually are. So I'm going to kind of take those differences. I think Houston can beat the Colts. I got a Houston and Baltimore money line parlay plus 407. I love the Ravens. I just love the Ravens. The voices in my head tell me Cincinnati doesn't start 0-2, but I think they looked pretty bad last year. They always look bad week 1. I think Baltimore looked good. I think Baltimore's got the momentum. I'll take my flock in that divisional game. Moving on, I got Chiefs money line, Green Bay money line parlayed plus 198. I feel better about the Green Bay leg of that parlay than I do about the Chiefs, but the Chiefs can't start 0-2. It just can't happen.
So that's a lot. Go ahead, Vidya. It's a lot of my mindset. That's a lot of my mindset going into this week. I don't know if you guys are looking at that. It's just that the big stat is 0-2. You go down to make the playoffs 25%, historically, if you start 0-2. That's the big. So I just looking at these 0-1 teams, who's got talent, who's desperate. I think that's the way to go, VD. I like your mindset on I don't think this team is going to start 0-2. It'll happen to a couple of them, but I think for the most part, parity reigns in this league.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on here, I got Seattle money line. Who's Seattle playing? They're playing the Niners. No, who's Seattle playing?
Who
the fuck is Seattle
I just had it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Why can't I see this right now?
Detroit.
Oh, the Lions. The Lions. Okay. Lions, right? They get a big fluky win. I think that they're a good team, don't get me wrong, but I think that's kind of inflating the odds. I think Seattle just had a disastrous game last week. I'm still kind of high on them. I think they figure it out. I'm going to take Seattle money line plus 180. I'm going to take Vegas money line too.
How many
plus
do you
350.
got? You're on your 5th right now.
8. I have 2 more to go after this. I'm taking
so you want to hold off then? We're doing the 3-3-3.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So Seattle money line.
Seattle money line plus 180 is your last play there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. For my next like 3-pack here, I'm doing a parlay of Dallas money line at home, San Fran money line, the over in the KC Jags game of 51.5. I think KC gets their mojo back scoring wise with Kelsey this week, and the Jags just have a great. Jags have a loaded offense. So say that again, Shane.
And a terrible defense.
And a terrible defense that gave up points to it made Anthony Richardson look really good week 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that over 51.5, and then give me over 45 in the Titans Chargers game. Chargers defense is bad. I know VD, but that 45 number is just right on the cusp of what I like. I think Tennessee's offense gets right against the Chargers.
Oof, that offense was bad last week. Oof, they looked bad.
The Saints on the road, though, against a very good Saints defense.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
So at home against a bad Chargers defense at 1 o'clock, I like Tennessee to be able to put up some points. So give me over 45. That parlay, 1 unit pays out 4.8 units, so 100 wins you 480. My next play is a straight money line parlay of Denver 0-1, KC 0-1, Giants 0-1. 100 wins you 250. Those 3 teams do not start off 0-2. Denver at home, KC on the road against the Jags. That's the one that scares me, VD. I'm with you. And then the Giants on the road against the Cardinals. I think the Giants get right against Josh Dobbs. And then I'm going to save my last 4. That'll be my lock, and then I do have a whale play. So, Shane, go ahead.
All right. So I'm with VD on the Seahawks, but I'm taking them with the points. Detroit, I mean, they look good. I'll say that, but there's no way like they come out blazing like they did last week against Kansas City. So I'll take the Seahawks with the points.
How many? What's the line?
5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Yep. So I'll take them with the points, and then I'm going to take Baltimore, Cincinnati over 46.5. Again, Cincinnati, they're going to put up more than a touchdown than they did last week. So they're going to put up numbers. 46.5 is kind of low, I feel like, for those 2 teams with the offenses that they have. Zay Flowers is a fucking stud. That boy can ball. So we're going to see some points in this game. And then my third pick, I'm taking Cleveland, Pittsburgh under 39.5. This is going to be one of those old school football games. Ball on the ground. They're just going to run it each time. So it's going to be.
And those are 3 straight bets, right? Not parlays. You're doing straight bets.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's it for that.
All right, VD, you want to finish off your plays then, buddy?
Okay, I got Vegas money line plus 350. If they play the Bills, right? If the Bills are gonna implode, I want to be there betting against them. Don't feel great about it, but who knows? Like, I think the Bills bounce back, but there's a chance.
It's a big number.
There's a chance that they just stink, and it makes no sense at all. The Raiders winning against Buffalo on the road, traveling west to east for an early game. It makes no sense. That's why I'm taking it. Going back to Gus Edwards, anytime touchdown score, plus 230. I got absolutely fucked last week. I was so pissed. Twice inside the 5-yard line, they're giving it to the third string, Justice Hill, whoever.
And by the way, a 5'7" third string, like a scat back. It was
like a little. And Gus Edwards is the big power back. It just doesn't make sense to me. At least split it 1-1. There's no way that they fuck him again. Honorary Kane legend. So I'm taking that again, plus 230. If it doesn't hit this week, I'm going to be calling for Monken's head. All right, and then I was gonna play Rams money line because I thought in my head that McVay owned Shanahan, but I just remembered it was Arizona. Who's the Arizona guy that just got fired?
Kingsbury.
It was Kingsbury that owns Shanahan, and actually Shanahan owns McVay, so I'm canceling that bet. So all I have left is my lock now. So I'll say, should I give my lock?
Oh no, let's save it because we're gonna do.
All right.
No. Yeah, you can go last with your lock. You can go last.
All
right. So we're gonna go back to me. I'm gonna give out my final plays. I have a Pats. I'm following the VD template here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Money line parlay. 3 teams that once again went 0-1 and that are all home dogs. So we're
I
taking
like
them
that.
all to win. We're all taking them to win. Okay, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Patriots, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, all to win at home to avoid going 0-2. 1 unit, 100 wins you 1,000 even. So
Oof.
it's 10-1 odds
Wow.
on those three
I like that.
teams as home dogs to avoid going 0-2. But you want them to win, okay?
I like that a lot.
Thank you, sir. I have the Patriots team total over 22.5 points. At minus 112 will win you 100. I think the Patriots offense is actually an offense this year. I think I bet I didn't give it out on the show, but I actually did bet it last week. The Patriots score over. The number last week was 21.5. I think that their number is going to be lower for the first few weeks because of coming off of last
Or they
year.
catch up. Yeah.
I think they have a serviceable offense, and against this bad Miami defense, I don't think we'll have a problem getting a 24 or 27 points against them. And then I have a lock. Okay, my lock of the week, my 2-unit play. My 2-unit play is Tennessee team total over 21.5 points at home against the Chargers. I know VD doesn't like this. I know
Hold your
that
nose. Hold your nose.
Listen, they got to 16 points and they looked terrible. I just don't think they'll look that bad this week at home against the Chargers.
Yeah.
Big
No, I
bounce
like
back week for the Titans. Derrick Henry gets in the end zone a couple times. They easily get over that 21.5. So that is minus 212 to win 200. So that is over 21.5 points. And then I have a whale play, which I'll save for the end. Shane?
All right. So I have one more tease for everybody. It's a 2-team teaser. The odds are minus 134. I'm teasing San Francisco down to -2, and I'm teasing the Tennessee Titans up to +9. I'm with you, Dave. There's no way Tennessee is going to go 0-2, especially at home. They just doesn't happen. In San Francisco, they're going to win. So, and they'll win by more than 2 points. So that, to me, I think that's free money. And now all I have left is my lock. So do you want me to save it?
Yeah, no, give the lock. VD gives the lock, and then I give my whale play. I already gave my lock.
All right. So VD, I feel like I might be away from you, but I'm going with Kansas City -3. They're not going 0-2. They're winning. And I have a crazy stat. Patrick Mahomes at -3 or less for his career is 19-6-1 against the spread, and he's 13-3 straight up after a loss with an average winning of 15 points per game. So
Love it. I love when the numbers. I love when you bring the numbers, Shane. I love it.
You combine that too with the fact that it's Andy Reid going against one of his underlings. I bet he has a pretty good record against people that come from his coaching tree, just like, Belichick and Saban beat all the guys from their coaching tree. So I like that. That's a good point.
yeah,
I like that. Nice lock. Nice number there, Shane. I like that.
All right. My lock is they're included in one of my parlays, but my lock is the flock. I think Baltimore. I think they got this momentum. Plus 146 money line.
Ooh, money line. Ooh.
Money line. I think they win this game. Fuck the Bengals. It's definitely none of my bias getting involved in this bet, but I think
No, not at all. Not
I think
at all.
the Bengals rally later in the season, but I think they're just going to get off to a slow start, and I think the Ravens start hot, and then I think they fade, which is what they tend to do. So, a divisional game, Baltimore's hot right now. I'm just going with my flock. I believe in them.
All right, money line lock on the road. VD's living on the edge. I like it. Well, you think you're living on the edge, VD. I'm about to live. I'm going all the way in. I got numbers for you too, Shane. Okay. My first whale play of the season, 5 units. The Patriots at home plus 3 points is free money. And here's why, folks. Here's why. The Patriots outplayed the Eagles. Miami went on the road once already. You're asking a team to start off the season 2-0 on the road, okay? Because the Pats are getting points. They're not favored. They're getting points. You're asking them to start off 2-0 on the road, which is a big ask. You're asking them coming off an emotional win on the road. It's going to rain here a lot on Sunday. We're getting like a tropical storm. That negates the speed of Tyreek and all that. And then I think the Patriots corners match up well with Miami. Jonathan Jones, look at his numbers versus Tyreek. Lock down the last 2 years. He's the one guy in the league who's done it. I saw those numbers today. And now here's the biggest reason why. 93% of the public is betting Miami -3.
There you
Folks,
go.
when the public zigs, use that. Okay? 93%. It's the highest ticket so far that they posted. It's the highest that the public is betting on anybody this week. Everyone's going off of week one bias. Listen, the Patriots, this isn't a homer play. This is someone who I'm going by the numbers. I think it's crazy that they're home dogs on Sunday Night Football after how well they played against the Eagles. I think everyone's kind of lost their minds on this. The public's all in on Miami. Tua threw for 466. Okay, well, come do it in Foxborough on a Sunday on a rainy Sunday night. You're not playing the Brendan Staley Chargers. You're not playing the. If you don't think Bill's got something for him, I can't help you.
And playing
can't help you.
Isn't really a road game, so.
Yeah, exactly. The Chargers was basically a home game. No one's on the road when you play the Chargers.
Yep.
Great point, Shane. Great point. So listen, the numbers all point to the Patriots. If I'm wrong on this, I'm wrong. But I'm not even taking the money line. I'm actually playing it safe, taking the 3 points. I'm taking the 3 points as my whale play, my first whale play of the season, 5 units.
Nice.
BD?
I think you got to put your nuts on the table and just take it money line, to be honest. But
I did it in the parlay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. I got 5 units, VD. I'm down 8 units. If they end up losing this game by 1 or 2, I would be unbelievably upset with myself.
Fair
so
point.
I'm taking the 3 points and I'm running.
All right. I support it. I predicted once I knew you had a whale play. I thought it would be money line, but because I felt good about the Patriots too. A little bit scary just because Tyreek looked so good last week. I mean, he's so goddamn. Imagine if him and Patrick Mahomes ever played together, what that would be like. Imagine that. But yeah, I'm happy. It's gotten to the point with Tyreek where he's so good, and especially coming off a Chiefs loss, I'm gonna be rooting for him to lose. So I might end up adding the Patriots, but I might add it money line. But I like that lock. I like it.
The biggest play for me is 93% of the public being on Miami, and when you see that, it usually doesn't cover. It just, trust me, as a gambler, as someone who's been betting, your instinct is to always follow everyone else, and trust me, like, it usually doesn't end up working out. The books usually find a way to win, so I'm siding with the books on this.
I love it.
All right. Anything else, boys? I think that's it for week 2. Nice tight 23-minute episode.
David, what was your lock again?
My lock was the Tennessee Titans over 21.5 points. Okay. So we will tweet that parlay out. VD will tweet it out. We'll play that again. We posted the slip. We went 0-3 last week, so let's hope we can turn it around and go 3-0. But
can't get worse. Can't get worse.
All right, boys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Good luck.
Peace.